I don't know what a shower is. I've never even heard of that.
Welcome back, everyone. My name's Liv. I don't think I've introduced myself yet. Today we're going to take a look at Amber's latest live stream where she gets high, cries, discusses Rachel and Emily.
Response to the recording. So Emily never flirted with Rachel. I just want to make that very clear. I mean, at least that's what Emily tells me. But then again, she told me that voice message never happened, and then I heard it my damn self. So
she'll say whatever she can to ALR because it gets her off her back. She doesn't have Amberlynn Reid probably blowing up her phone. But Emily also just loves to push and pull with Amber. She loves to see how far she can push her to then see how quickly she can pull her back in.
I used to like Rachel, but the tea is crazy. Yeah, a lot of people don't like her anymore. Well, Rachel is too mobile. Huh? Why not expose Rachel?
Emily hasn't had the chance to fatten her up yet.
Yourself. Because I'm not like that. I'm genuinely not. And like the best way I can prove it is like, do you guys know that word that was crossed off in that screenshot? I didn't know what it was. So I asked. I'm not gonna lie. Because everyone was like saying things about it. And I know what it is. And I would never say what it is. Because I'm not like that. So it's crazy that these people make a living from judging and trying to expose you, yet act like, oh, I couldn't read what the rest of that said. Hold on. I have a cat. Rums. I need to use my arm. I need to use a part of my arms. Hold on.
Oh, her arms. Wow. You can even see through the mesh here. That might be a mole, but it might not be. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, act like their private messages being exposed is so wrong. Literally hypocrites. Literally, it's so weird. Someone said,
sorry, Rachel, you really did give Amber something to be smug about.
Jealous of E for planning a Disneyland trip without you. Without me? I wouldn't have gone. Are you kidding me? I went to Disneyland when I weighed over 400 pounds and I was able to go on every ride I wanted. First times I ever went on roller coasters and everything. Disneyland is very plus size friendly. So if you're plus size and you want to go to Disneyland and you're worried about that, because if I can do it, you can do it. I was over 400 lbs. Do you think it's karma that all the hater reactors are turning fat? So being fat isn't an insult. It's not.
Also, speak for yourself.
Like a bad thing. It's not, anything like that. So I don't really know how to respond to your question. What did you think of Zachary Michael making a vid on Rachel and Girl World? I'm not surprised because it's a hot topic. He wants views because he doesn't, get as many as he used to. So he's like, it's a hot topic. So let's talk about it.
Considering he pivoted his content away from Amberlynn Reid, he's doing mighty fine without you.
Told you they're all hypocrites and you're way too nice and quiet about them. Yeah, I will say I am nicer than I should be. But,
So that person was talking about reaction channels and just people that are obviously talking about the Amberlynn Reid, Rachel, Emily situation. I don't think we're all hypocrites. I also like the fact that she, in today's stream, can pronounce the word hypocrite. I think Amber's absolutely loving the fact that Rachel kind of cocked up and now she can paint all of us with the same brush, but that's not a very nuanced take now, is it, Miss Reid?
Something I've also kind of noticed is like when they call me a bad person and stuff, it's a lot of stuff that happened like a decade ago or things that happened like 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
Rarity certainly wasn't a decade ago or 7 or 8 years ago. Lying about how many times you were with Jade or not you were or weren't with Emily. Come on, girl. You're not maybe doing it for attention as much as you were back in the day, but you're still a liar. And I think a lot of people really just can't stand liars. I don't know about you. I think it's one of the worst character flaws a human being could possibly possess, to just be a habitual liar.
That they hear from like hearsay and, it's never things that they like saw with their own eyes, especially.
There is, Amber. There's entire compilations of your lies online. You just have to type in Amberlynn Reid lying. It's you versus you.
Last few years. And at this point, I truly believe the people who hate me the most, including reaction channels, they're hating a character that they have created. My mom said that to me.
Oh, so it must be true. Also, have you noticed how whenever she needs more validation, it's always her mum as the voice of reason? It's never her friend. I don't know about you, but very often, whenever I'm trying to prove a point, I'll say, oh yeah, my best mate said X, Y, and Z, or my friend at work said this, or I'm not saying that your mum can't be your best friend, because my mum's my best friend. Love her to pieces. She's a saint. But I just think it's very telling how Amber only ever refers to her mum, because she leaves the house once a week and that's the only person she sees, and she has nobody else.
I've had other people say that to me.
No, you haven't.
And I feel that, because it's like, if I get like a crazy message on Instagram, girl, I look at it and my jaw just drops. And I'm like, this person, and I know there's hundreds more, maybe thousands more, are genuinely hating a character they created of me. If there's someone out there who hates me because they think that I did something to Rarity, that is creating a character out of me. That is hating me for something that isn't true. And that is just
Your story changed regarding Rarity 3 separate times. You don't even probably know what the truth is at this point.
Small example that stays like at the forefront of my heart and my mind. So that's why I use that as an example. But there are hundreds of examples that I can turn to. People will never, I'm not going to speak in absolutes, but there are a lot of people, including reaction channels, because that's their job. They will never see me in a positive light. They will never see me as someone different than maybe who I was a decade ago. Or
I'll do my best to give credit to Amber where credit is due. Like I said, I think with the whole Rachel thing, she did give Amber some legs to stand on. But ultimately, Amber, you are, unfortunately, an incredibly flawed individual. And you've left a digital footprint of that people can just go back and view at any point. You could, if you actually wanted to.
The things that they hear through like hearsay and stuff, because a good example is like that recent voice note that's floating around from Emily. Because
yes, the fake one.
Because Emily said it, people think that means it's true.
Emily's not the only one who said it though. Your hygiene has been a topic of conversation since Casey. Past partners have lives and responsibilities. They are most likely employed. They are too employed to all get together, start this decade-long conspiracy about you that you have piss-poor hygiene.
And that goes on and on. That goes towards anything my aunt has said, anything Beck has said. Just because someone says it about me and it's negative, people automatically assume that it's true. And there's really nothing I could do about it. That's why the title of this is I've Never Showered Before, because I just don't care anymore.
That's right, girl. Lean into it.
Genuinely don't care. I'm human. Honestly, like, I have human thoughts and opinions about it, but do I care? No, I can't say that I do. Do I care that people are laughing and thinking this whole situation's great and that I deserve it? It's confusing to me, because it's like, what have I done in the last few years that would make people truly believe I'm a bad person?
I'm not. I've literally just told you. I'm not repeating myself.
Like, when I hear people say, Amberlynn, you're a bad person, what makes me a bad person? Is it
people
that
don't like liars, Amber? Inherently, if you're a liar, you have questionable morals.
I'm a human who makes mistakes? We all do. So are we all bad people? No, we're not. And
I hate that. I hate when people use that as a way to justify themselves.
I don't know. It's just a lot. Can the same, just because you heard it, logic be applied to all the people you have accused in the past? I don't know what that means. I'm actually confused.
You choose not to know what that means.
I'm going to try to understand your question. I have also shared my side of some of my relationships, and anything that I have said from my side, if it paints them in a bad light or if it paints me in a good light, people don't believe it.
It's hard to be sympathetic towards someone who is also extremely toxic. If you were truly sick of the person that you had turned into, you would do everything in your power to say, I'm horrified by my actions. I'm so ashamed of them, and I'm going to spend every single day ensuring that I never treat another person like that again. But you don't.
Proud of you. Thank you, Luna. You're so sweet. Emily really couldn't stand you. It felt like there were two sides. One side that was genuinely obsessed with me, and the other side might have hated me. I don't know.
Yes, that's absolutely possible.
And, yeah. You should get the snake bites back. Oh, no, no, no. They hurt so bad. You should be proud of yourself for still being here. Heads up, chest out. Don't let that crown fall, babe. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Honey, that crown fell into one of her many folds a long time ago.
Do you know there are photos of Rachel going around dressed as Lord Farquaad? She looks ridiculous. Stop. Is it like AI or is it real?
I have not seen those. I would assume it's AI.
If E really couldn't stand her, E wouldn't still be talking to her for months after the breakup. That's a good point, Chrissy. I need a good reason to believe.
No, she would. There's a part of you that can't stand that person, but you also love them in your own, and I'm air quoting here, special way. And that special way is, I have power and dominance over this individual, and I can push them, and I own them, quite frankly. She's territorial over Amber, which is why they both continue talking.
I need a good reason to believe Beck repeatedly lied. I'm sorry. No, I totally get that. There were things that they said that are true, and I've, admitted those. And there were things that they said that weren't true, and I've spoken on those. And once two people say, like, their sides to certain situations, whoever's ears it lands on, it's up to them to decide what they believe and what they don't. And it's unfortunate for me, and it feels like actual torture, that I'm never the one that's believed, all because of a fucking stupid video that I made now like almost a decade ago, literally, because I was lying about stupid things like my weight and Destiny's weight and like the stupidest shit in the world.
Rain and Petals eavesdrop. We can go into that. You also lied about your dad dying, my dude.
And I have lied to protect the people I loved and was in a relationship with, or else they wouldn't be in a relationship with me. So it was like I had to choose between, do I tell, like, this is, I mean this in the nicest way possible. Do I tell a bunch of strangers things that my partner does not want them to know? So it's like, that's an easy, of course I'm going to protect my partner. I love them. I want to be in a relationship with them. So that's why I did that for Feline. That's why I did that for Emily. That's why I did that for these people, because, even telling...
That's not a decade ago then, is it?
Like when me and Beck got engaged, I was like, yeah, Beck bought it. Beck bought the rings. And it's things like that. So I guess even in the last 3 relationships, I have lied to protect these people. I've never lied for myself.
Every lie you tell is an act of self-preservation. That's the point.
Besides a decade ago, when the stupidest, silliest lies I could tell. Since then, I have tried so hard to be just like transparent, and I only share things that I feel comfortable with now. And yeah, it's just like a lot. That's 100% understandable. Thank you. I appreciate that. Saw your legs. Oh my gosh, what are you gonna do? Where'd you see my legs? If there's proof, you can show me. Like, I thought Girl World was about looking at the slip-ups and sure, do the whole hee-hee ha-ha, but at the end of the day, you'd want Amber to get better. Then when she does, everyone still hates her.
Please show me an example of where Amber has gotten better. I think we as humans, we love to see people turn it all around. Amber just doesn't want that enough for herself.
When I heard that voice note, I'm going to be upfront, it shattered me. I have listened to it probably like 20 different times. I felt sick to my stomach, and I know there's more that I haven't heard, and it's like a huge part of me wants to hear it, but another part of me doesn't.
I don't think you have a reaction like that if something isn't true. She's upset and she's embarrassed and her ego is damaged because Emily told the truth and she didn't think that she would.
And Emily literally said, she's like, I will call you on a live stream and apologize. And it's like, That's not what I want. I just want it to not be true, and it just hurts so bad. You know? So, and I don't want to talk about it because it makes me sad. I'm not crying about it because I haven't been thinking about it. Like, Zoloft protects me from these emotions. So it's like, when I'm pushed to talk about things, like, then I start to feel them more, and I just don't want to, you know? I just do not want to feel. There's a rumor you're talking to multiple women. Is that true? No, that is not true. Because if it was true, we would see the screenshots, wouldn't we? Because obviously, okay, not a hypothesis, hypothetical. Imagine I'm talking to a few women, right? And one of them let it be known that they're talking to me. Oh, they would want to show the proof. Actively, currently, like right this second, I'm not in therapy, no.
Oh, fantastic. Well done. Well done you for having all the time and expendable income to your name and not actually using it to get better.
Look great, thank you. Can you make a tier list of your girlfriends? That is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Let me know if you agree with her statement that we don't give her a chance at redemption because of past bad behaviour, because I don't agree with that at all. And I will see you guys in my next reaction. Bye.